Welcome to New Light Living Podcast. I'm Ulrika Sullivan. I'm an intuitive spiritual life coach and a galactic astrologer. In this video, I'm going to share a reading of the new moon in Cancer at 24 degrees and 56 minutes on July 17th, 2023. In this video, I am putting the outer layer of fixed stars, celestial bodies, and galactic points on top of, or outside, if you will, the traditional Western tropical astrology wheel. And the reason for doing that is to start connecting with fixed stars, our cosmic multidimensional selves. And of course, I do readings for you personally from that perspective too, in case you are curious about what your galactic alignments are. Check out my website. It's in the description box down here. Why is this important? We're all expanding. There is a huge shift right now in terms of expanding our perspective of who we truly are. And galactic astrology is part of supporting that wave of expansion into viewing ourselves multidimensionally. And I hope this video is going to help you expand into an even wider perspective of the energies that are going on at this time around this new moon in Cancer. So this is the chart of the new moon. And what you notice at the very top of the chart there immediately, as the sun and the moon at 24 degrees there in Cancer, the energy of home, the energy of our inner self, our most private, if you will, and how we take care of ourselves in many ways. The sun and the moon are conjunct the fixed star Procyon in the Canis Minor constellation. And Procyon is associated with energy of groundbreaking technology, bringing in new ways to view technology, but also use technology. And it's for the purpose of raising our vibration. So with the new moon being aligned to this fixed star right now is a groundbreaking point, a new initiation of ways that we can allow ourselves to interact with technology for the benefit of our own harmony, but also our collective's harmony and balance. So that's one of the anchors, of course, of this new moon in terms of energy. Procyon is also a star that has to do with stepping out of struggle, basically, and into more of a flow energy. So that's another message through this new moon, that with technology, we can allow our lives to be easier. But it's a choice also how we want to use that. And Procyon is influencing us right now to take the step to view technology in ways, and use technology in ways that actually supports us, and choose that supports our harmony. Procyon is also associated with ability to time travel and travel in space. So that might also give us a little hint around the focal point and the new initiation point here that the new moon is providing us through that influence of Procyon. Here's an image of Procyon in case you want to see the beautiful rings there of light blue, indigo, and it's a bright star that is so inspirational. So I just wanted to give you a little glimpse of it here to connect with that energy. Now, this new moon has a lot of energy going on, and I'm going to walk you through 3 themes that I feel are really key for this new moon in Cancer. The first theme is involving a cardinal grand cross. And I've put some arrows here to help us kind of navigate this grand cross. The new moon is opposite Pluto, and Pluto has been aligned in a trine to Pleiades for a while here, and it will keep being in a trine with Pleiades for a while as it travels here back in Capricorn and then traverses into Aquarius. So this is a long-standing guidance from the Pleiades. And Pleiades is located at 0 degrees of Gemini, as you can see here on the chart, where Sedna is also located at this time. So the guidance here, both from Pleiades, but also from the asteroid dwarf planet Sedna, is significant. And it's really helping us to guide into a permanent change of our future. So the fact that the new moon is opposite Pluto here is also signifying the milestone that the portal we're walking through here. This cardinal grand cross is also involving the nodes. The north node is, and the south node, it has been changing sign and is actually, I'm displaying here the mean node, which is the forward movement, so to say, on average by the nodes. But if you look at the true node of this chart, it actually is at the very 0 degree, 0 minute point. I chose here to display the mean node. But the fact that the nodes are changing signs at the very time of this Cancer new moon is significant. And if you recall from previous videos where I talked about the alignments of the north node, it's still aligned to the Andromeda constellation. And specifically at this new moon, the fixed star Mirage of the Andromeda constellation is exactly aligned with the north node. And Andromeda-Mirach is an energy that is influencing us of love, of forgiveness, of fortune, very Venus, Venusian, if you will, that type of energy. And since it's located and aligned with the north node at the moment, it actually is showing us the direction forward. That type of energy influence is the future. And next to the north node, that the north node is going to approach as the nodes are traversing in reverse, is Eris. Eris is a dwarf planet, the dwarf planet of disruption and wild feminine energy, unapologetic energy, if you will, and unrestricted. And Eris is aligned right now to the Andromeda galaxy M31. The Andromeda galaxy is our sister galaxy with a close connection to our Milky Way galaxy. And this alignment with Eris and the Andromeda galaxy right now is suggesting to us to open up to new influences from other galaxies. But conceptually, it's asking us, Eris is asking us, the Andromeda galaxy is asking us to open up to a bigger picture with influences from other places, from the cosmos, from maybe other ways of influence than what we have experienced before. So there's a strong feminine, Venusian, love, forgiveness type of energy that is going to guide us forward. But it's also an energy of unrestricted force, and force in a positive, loving way that is not contained. So, and opposite here in this grand cardinal cross is the south node. The south node is conjunct Haumea, the Hawaiian goddess of fertility and connection to the earth and the elements. And Haumea and the south node are conjunct the Shapley Attractor, which is one of the galactic points that are black hole, the most vast energy driver, I call it that, of wisdom in the universe that we know of at this point. So just to summarize this Cardinal Grand Cross significance is that our future direction and the ability and the opportunity, I should say, to release our past is immense at this point, suggesting us to bring in new ways of utilizing technology, if you will, through the Procyon alignment, and really looking forward to the North Node through the energies of Eris and Andromeda to help guide us forward. And this nodal shift that is happening right now is a shift from, the Taurus energies of manifesting and grounding and establishing a direction in terms of what we really value and self-worth, into the Aries direction of initiation, if you will, the pure, the very early primal energies of self, really. So it's a huge shift that is calling us to become sovereign at this time. And this Cardinal Grand Cross is such a big marker for this. So yeah, this is significant. It really is. And the South Node moving into Libra after having been 18 months in Scorpio. This shift is from really right now, it's the time to release the past, release that past energy that has been taking us down to the underworld, if you will, in the Scorpio, basements of the world and within ourselves, to Libra, which is asking us with guidance from Haumea, from the Shapley Attractor, to move into balance, move into Libra is the scales. So it has to do with that balance, but also justice for, what we are, what's due back to us after having a big 18-month release of the South Node in Scorpio areas. And the Shapley Attractor is located at 2 degrees of Scorpio, which has a pretty wide orb. So the Shapley Attractor will be active even if the South Node is moving into Libra. So Haumea is definitely there to catch, and influence and replace this past karma, if you will, and bring in the new earth energy, if you will. She's really there to take the opportunity to fill the bottom of the bucket, if you will, with new, fresh, connected energy. So yes, the South Node is really helping here to clear the space for a new earth. And this Cardinal Grand Cross is happening at the very late degrees of the respective zodiac signs, which means that it's in the 3rd decan of which is the spiritual realm. So this is a very high vibrating energy that we have access to that is influencing us right now. The last 10 degrees of each zodiac sign is the 3rd decan, which has to do with the spirit. The 1st decan is the body, the physical. The 2nd decan, between 10 and 20 degrees, is the mental domain. And the 3rd decan is the spirit. So it's a suggestion to us to really step into and expanding our perspective into deeper spirituality, deeper perspective of what we can't see, and start to trust that. The second theme here is related to Venus. This is a huge new moon to emphasize the role of Venus in our future direction overall, and I'll show you why. Venus is at 28 degrees of Leo at the moment, and if you recall the past full moon, Mars was at 28 degrees of Leo, and now it's Venus's turn, and she's turning up the heat, I would say, because the grand fire trine that was established with Mars there at the last full moon, and now Venus is there to maintain this fire grand trine. She is now aligned to the fixed star Hydra Alphard. And there's a lot to say about Hydra Alphard. And I'll walk you through this grand fire trine again, because I cannot emphasize enough the role of Hydra as an energy, Hydra constellation, which I can show you here, looks like this. I hope you can see this image. It's like a snake through the cosmos, through the sky, and you can locate Alphard there at the bottom of the heart of the snake. And you can see Procyon up there too, very close to the head of the snake. Let's go back to the chart here. This grand fire trine is calling us to really call out our own Hydra energy, our Kundalini energy, our Shakti, our, inner passion, if you will. It really is life force that is activated here in this grand fire trine. And the importance here is that the galactic center at 27 degrees of Sagittarius is involved. As you can see there, is one of the part of the triangle. And then it links into the North Node and somewhat Eris as well, that we just talked about. At the very late degrees of Aries, the North Node and Eris there. This is life force in action, the cosmic life force, if you will, that has really been maintained now between full moon and to this new moon and beyond, because this 28 degree of Leo is very close also to the royal star Regulus. Not an orb exactly, but Regulus is also the heart of the lion. That type of energy we are suggested to really call on. But there's more. This second theme, I have included also the alignment of a YOD, and I'll show you here. A YOD is a quincunx between two quincunxes and sextile. And what you can see here, this YOD is pointing to Venus. And as you can see, there's an opposition there of Neptune to that Super Galactic Center, which is another black hole that is driving the universe, full of wisdom. And it's no coincidence that there is multiple alignments to these big black holes that are helping us to kind of evolve, that are providing us with the wisdom needed to do so. But this YOD is also, as I said, pointing to Hydra Alphard. So this time, this new moon, it's calling in for real the need to connect with our life force. And Venus is also going to start her retrograde soon. So at 28 degrees, which is another point of attention, that this alignment is enormously important. The foundation of this YOD is Pluto, which is maintaining that important trine to the Pleiades for the overall guidance of the movement here. And Neptune, opposite this Super Galactic Center, is bringing in cosmic wisdom as we go here and providing that long-term spirituality foundation, if you will, that is flowing in. That type of energy is flowing in for us to access and be influenced by. The Super Galactic Center is located at 2 degrees of Libra. I should also say that Neptune is squaring the galactic center here, and it's really is time for our galaxy. Galactic center is our kind of closest black hole that is driving our Milky Way galaxy, and the square to Neptune there is suggesting that, okay, it's time to grow up now. It's time to allow that growth and ascension to happen for this galaxy, the Milky Way galaxy. Pluto is also making a trine to this Super Galactic Center at 2 degrees of Libra and squaring the Shapley Attractor and South Node and Haumea. And there's no coincidence here that multiple galactic points, such as Galactic Center, Super Galactic Center, and Shapley Attractor, are heavily involved in these alignments, especially with Pluto and Neptune. It's the foundation for permanent change that we are getting influenced here from our cosmic points, accessing wisdom that we need to be able to shift into a new vibration, a new energy for the future permanently. So this alignment here says it all. It's time to tap into your life force, tap into what is inspiring you, and unapologetically do so, because this Hydra constellation Alphard fixed star alignment is a major influence at this point, and it's guiding us to what we need to focus on. And if this wasn't enough, a trine, grand fire trine, and a YOD pointing to one point here, this is the message. The third theme here involves Saturn opposite Mars. Mars is now in Virgo, and opposite Saturn, it's allowing us to have a direct conversation through the influence of the royal star Fomalhaut that is conjunct now Saturn. Saturn has been connecting with Fomalhaut for a while, now within orb again to the fixed star Fomalhaut. Fomalhaut is known for its angelic connection, and Fomalhaut specifically, all the royal stars, by the way, have angelic connections, and Fomalhaut is associated with Archangel Gabriel, which is one of the features of Archangel Gabriel energy is to call on our creativity, to really show and pull out our immense imagination and creativity. And opposite Mars here in practical Virgo is calling us to really heal through creativity, heal by being inspired, heal by calling on your guides, your spirit guides, the angelic realm, whatever you associate with that can help you get inspired and believe in your dreams. Because right now Saturn is asking us to believe in our dreams in Pisces, and heal, bringing it down and ground it so that it can be a day-to-day activity. Mars, with a lot of associated with our physical self, it's a guidance to bring in our spiritual practice in the forefront of our lives, so that we can keep staying inspired, keep staying being guided through our life force, Hydra. So this message here is an important message from Saturn, who's still working with us to allow our dreams to be real, and scale back the illusions, if you will, and start believing in our own dreams, that they actually can come true. Mars is here opposite to provide that grounding and action around it. So that is the third theme of this new moon. And since Saturn is still in the first decan of the body, the physical, it's suggesting to bring in our body's wisdom in this mix, because our body knows before the mind. So if we tune into our body first, we will get the truth. Our mind wants to come up with all these scenarios, but the body knows. In summary, this new moon in Cancer is significant, aligned to Procyon, bringing in our breakthrough moments here in terms of the future, how we are going to view technology, for example, making breakthroughs in general. We have that Cardinal Grand Cross with the nodal changes, suggesting to us that this is it. This is a new beginning. Allowing us to start focusing on our self-worth, our releasing our old relationships to things, situations, all of that. Now with focus on Eris and Libra, still maintaining conjunctions to the Andromeda galaxy, Andromeda-Mirach specifically, which has that divine forgiveness type of energy associated with it. And on the opposite side, with the South Node, Haumea, a long-standing guidance from her, conjunct the Shapley Attractor, to allow anything that needs to go, and it's now. Because this shift in nodal positions is a strong suggestion to us that this is it. Like, it's time to, clean the slate and start anew. And Pluto in this Cardinal Grand Cross is the ever stable transformer, if you will, the long-term transformer with that beautiful trine to the Pleiades and Sedna, to allow that change to come in and be permanent for forever. The second theme involving YOD and fire trine, pointing to the heart of the snake Hydra, the Hydra constellation and the fixed star Alphard. I don't know what the message it would be otherwise than pay attention to your Kundalini energy, your life force that Hydra constellation is representing here. That is the message of this new moon. If you have not tapped into your life force and can feel it on a daily basis, it's time now. The third theme associated with that guidance from our body and our spiritual team, our angels, our unseen guidance team, and make it real, as opposed to dreaming about it only or thinking about it only. Bring it into where Mars is now in Virgo, very grounded, using our body's wisdom to bring in that guidance. It's a strong opposition there between Mars and Saturn right now. So that's the third theme to pay attention to. So thank you for being here. Thank you for those who are new, who stayed this long with the video. Thank you if you're new coming in. Thank you if you're coming back. I so appreciate your attendance here and interest in galactic astrology. We will expand as we go here. Leave your comments if this has influenced you in any way. given you ideas, inspiration, let me know. Anything else that you find fascinating by this. I love to do these readings for you. Thank you for being here. Thank you if you're new, found this channel. Thank you if you're coming back and want more. I'll be back soon with another video. Thank you very much. And if you're curious about your own galactic alignments, check out my links in the description box. Thank you, everyone. Bye.